Welcome to my home. Surprise! We've brought you some housewarming gifts. It works anywhere. Might we see my brother? No, he doesn't want to see you. Any of you. Or that. Why not? Because he's in love. He's wrapped in a gossamer blanket of ecstasy, and he hates your guts. But why? You flaunted yourselves, your great love affair. You kept him a child. I've made him a man. Let me hear this from his own lips. His lips are busy. Fester, you want to talk to these people? Debbie. No, go away. That is not my brother. Sorry. Debbie, you have enslaved him. You have placed Fester under some strange sexual spell. I respect that. But please, let us see him. Don't even think about it! You have gone too far. You have married Fester. You have destroyed his spirit. You have taken him from us. All that I could forgive. But Debbie... What? Pastels? Get out of my house!
For a long time I was like, what is this from? I have no idea until you said Fester, and I was like, oh, it's the Addams Family. I still have never seen the Addams
Oh,
Family.
come on, Ileana.
Ileana.
Dude.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Listen,
man.
in my defense, Hunter is doing his darndest to get me to watch things that I should have watched eons ago, okay? He is doing the best that he can.
Wait,
Man.
hold on. Before we go any further, Katie, Addams Family 1 or Addams Family 2?
2.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
I have
Yes.
seen, I would say maybe about 60% of the first movie. I didn't finish it. I got caught up doing something else, so I couldn't finish it. So his
The second
brother
one is an
died?
American treasure.
His brother died,
really-
and then he had an imposter.
Camp Chippewa
Oh.
is like hell incarnate on Earth.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Oh my
Kumbaya.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Wesley and I watched it 2 nights ago, and it's just so freaking good. Maybe it was last night. I don't know.
gosh.
It was
man.
so freaking
Where's
good, man.
Is it streaming? What is it streaming on right now?
I don't know. We have it on DVD.
I'm
you do?
pretty
Nice.
sure you can watch the first one on Netflix or Prime.
I've seen it goes. It's like on and off on Netflix all the time.
Yeah.
Both of them will be on there, and then they'll be gone. Then they'll be back on. Yeah. The second one is just so delightful.
Joan Cusack, I think, needs more credit for her role as Debbie.
Debbie is great.
So good. I was actually debating between doing that scene and the Malibu Barbie scene. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But I thought that one would be better.
Yeah, so it looks like you can watch The Addams Family 1991 on Amazon Prime.
Okay. Yeah.
Paramount Plus. And
Yeah.
Those are like the main streaming services. Katie, you need to take your microphone away from your shirt. It keeps
I'm
scratching.
sorry.
Thank you.
Look, Raul, Julia,
Yeah.
Angelica Houston, Chris Lloyd, Christina Ricci, Thing, Lurch,
Pugsley.
Pugsley.
Whoever Pugsley
I don't know
is.
the kid who played Pugsley. He didn't amount to anything. Grandma,
dang.
Granny, Cousin It. It's the best. It's the best. And honestly, without Addams Family 1 and 2, we would not have Men in Black.
Pugsley is Jimmy Workman.
Jimmy Workman.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And also the girl that plays the Girl Scout, Amanda, what's her name?
Oh, yes.
She was actually in the first movie and the second movie. The first one, she plays a Girl Scout that is trying to sell the Girl Scout cookies. And she's like, is your lemonade made from real lemons? I only want lemonade from organically grown lemons. I'll buy a cup of your lemonade if you buy a box of our delicious Girl Scout cookies. Are they made from real Girl Scouts?
Oh, jeez.
Perfect. perfect.
Okay,
And then she
okay.
just walks away. Perfect.
Great. Well, that is the Addams Family. That was the second
Hey.
one or the first one? I'm sorry, I
The
wasn't
second
paying
one.
attention. The second
Hey,
one. Okay.
what would be worse punishment? This is for Katie. Would you rather? No, I actually can't make this joke on air.
Oh man.
I can't make this
Great,
joke on
Brian,
air.
Great.
Wussy.
Oh wait, I'm gonna text you this joke. So continue on with the intro, Liana. I'm gonna text Katie this joke and see if it makes her laugh on air.
Anyways, and with that, welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That, episode 126. If you don't know who we are, we've got Brian in this corner. If you could take a break.
Ayo.
Yeah, that's all he's got. We've got KT in this corner. That's good.
Man, my voice used to be able to go so high, and now, like,
Nope, not anymore.
being sick for so long has destroyed it.
Always being sick, always now.
Yeah.
And I'm Leon, your host, and we're siblings who have a love for all things nerdy, video games, movies, TV shows, all things of that sort, and decided to talk about it here on the internet with all of you people, and here you are listening. So, welcome! We've got quite a show for you tonight, just like always, okay? Y'all, Halloween is coming up, like, fast, alright? Are you guys having any costume that you're gonna wear?
No, I'm old.
Oh, you can say this. You can say this joke.
No, I don't know. I don't know if these people listen. Or
No, they don't. They
No.
don't.
or anybody relational. It might get
No.
back to them. I don't know.
No.
Anyway, I would say the first one. I would never want to be in the Harmony Hut.
Okay.
I don't know what that is either.
Enough said.
Michael Jackson. Enough said.
Oh.
Michael Jackson.
Oh. Anyways.
Anyway, what was your question?
What were we talking about?
I think you mentioned something about a costume.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
what are you guys gonna go to go dress as Halloween for? Whatever it's called.
So tomorrow is trunk or treat at school, and my team, we're gonna be the Ninja Turtles. I'm Leonardo, because I'm the leader.
That's what the boys are going as for Halloween. We got them Ninja Turtle costumes.
Neat. We made ours, and they're gonna be totally jank, but homemade.
It's cool.
And then
Who are you trying to impress?
No one, clearly. And then we're actually having a Halloween party at our house, and I'm gonna be
Yeah.
Amelia Earhart.
Oh, okay.
So you're
Don't
not
tell-
even gonna be there?
I got it. She's visiting
And-
Uncle Presley and
Tupac.
moonwalking with Michael Jackson.
Yes. And Wesley's gonna be Gandalf.
Okay. Hunter
He
wants to
wishes.
be Buttercup and Wesley.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Princess Buttercup.
But Wesley doesn't even like that movie.
Why?
I
No,
don't
I
get
said
it.
Hunter wants him and I to be that.
Oh,
not you
okay.
guys.
Oh,
Yeah, he's dying for you guys to be Buttercup and Wesley.
No. Even better. In my mind, I don't know why. I thought you said that Hunter and Wesley want to be Buttercup. So Hunter is
wouldn't-
Buttercup and Wesley is
Wesley-
Wesley.
What? No.
As you.
No.
It really
It's the other
would
way
be the
around.
other way
It's the
around.
other way around.
Exactly.
Hunter is Wesley, and Wesley is
Wesley
Buttercup.
is Buttercup.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyways, I wanted to Brian. What are you going as for Halloween?
I'm going as a father, concerned father.
Oh man, we need more fathers like you out there.
Brian, oh my god, you know what, that mustache? You could be the dad from Inside Out.
Go to your room.
Now.
The foot has been dropped. The foot has
No,
been
the foot
dropped.
is
The foot is
down.
down. I
No,
repeat,
the foot
the
is down.
foot is down.
Woo!
I don't know what I'm gonna go for to Halloween. Tomorrow night I'm supposed to be having a party with my friends, and Hunter's supposed to be Toad and I'm Toadette, so we'll see if that happens. I did buy pink stuff for my hair to see if that can happen, and him and I will just be going the whole night.
Wow.
Do you remember when we were growing up, we thought Halloween was evil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were in one of those households.
It is evil. It is evil.
No, that's not true.
Yeah. It's evil.
Deliciously evil.
Anyways, I wanted to highlight a few comments from the episode that Brian was not with us. Okay, we had his lovely wife Joanna fill in for him because he was doing a play. By the way, Brian, how did that go?
Very good, thank you. Sold out every show. Got raving acclaim.
Nice.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
That's awesome.
It was good to get my beak wet again. So. Yeah, let's do that again very soon.
That's nice. So I wanted to highlight a few comments though on the episode that Joanna was with us. Zapadap said, I think Elemental was okay, serviceable. It was pretty to look at anyway. The story was kind of meh. Have you rewatched it again, Katie?
No.
No?
I've been at school.
Yeah, I know. Okay, this is a great comment. I can't really read the name. It just says user and then a bunch of letters. So, this one is, what the beep is up with KT's story? It's chaos and I love it. With a bunch of laughing emojis. I liked Joanna's story too. Missed Brian this episode.
Aww.
He was loved. And he doesn't care! The fans miss you, Brian. Come on, show some anything.
They don't know what they want.
Okay, alright. I apologize, listener. Anyways, they also
listener, user.
Yeah. They also commented back, said, I saw the Wish trailer today on YouTube. It didn't look bad, but it definitely did not look good. And then somebody right underneath it commented, that Wish movie looks like hot garbage. So there's two different types of people. The movie doesn't look great, and then the movie is hot garbage. So it hasn't even come out yet. And here we are.
I did see another trailer on YouTube the other day.
Yeah.
But again, it was like a blink and you miss it kind of trailer.
Yeah. Here's another one. They said the background music is good. They like our background music for the podcast, so thank you. I like it too. But they also said Super Mario Wonder is out. It's out.
Yes, it is, everybody.
Woo-hoo!
Yes,
KT
it
has been
is.
playing it. What do you think so far,
I have
KT?
been. It is delightful.
Nice.
I wish that I had the capability of like just sitting down for countless hours to play it.
Yeah.
But
a dream.
sadly I don't. So I'm just taking it in little spurts, little bits.
Yeah.
But that is such an appropriate title, Wonder, because you literally ask yourself, I wonder what this does, or I wonder what's going to happen when this happens, when you do this. And it's so delightful. The talking flowers are really fun. The artwork is nice to look at. The music is great. The character that follows you around, almost like Cappy does, his name is Prince something. Forget. Julian? I don't know. Prince something. I forget. He's a little caterpillar bug thing, and
I remember that character.
Adorable. I thought he'd be annoying. He is adorable. And I thought that the addition of different badges that give you different abilities would be confusing and annoying. Florian, that's right. I thought it would be, kind of annoying and whatever. But no, it makes you think about your gameplay. So it's not just a Mario game where you just beast your way through the level. It takes some tact. There are some difficult levels. There are some easy levels that you'll just breeze through. But what's also fun is trying to get everything within the level. I find myself doing that, just going back and playing the level, and it doesn't get old. So yeah, I'm having a blast playing this game.
That's great.
Thank you.
The last comment that we have on it, on that episode with Joanna, is I never want to hear about Travis and Tay-Tay ever again. Tay-Tay is my girl, but I am also sick of hearing about their stupid relationship. Unless they break up and she writes a juicy song, then I'm in.
No way.
Tay-Tay and Travis for life.
If Swifty there breaks up with Travis, who is an absolute stand-up guy,
Yeah.
You know, he needs to write a song about her and how lame-o she is, okay?
She's been the problem all along.
Yeah, for real. What? He
That's
didn't
what
meet
I've
your
been saying.
expectations? He's like a 6'5" world-class athlete,
Yeah.
okay? Come on.
He seems like a great dude. I don't know.
Yeah,
From
that
what
dude
I've
is
seen
a
of him, he
down...
seems like
Out of all the
dude.
douchebags she's been with before, all
Yeah.
these lame-os, she's actually with the real man, you know? Come on.
That's
Who's
right.
taller than her?
And
For goodness sakes,
she's
man.
been going to his games and she's been cheering him on. She's standing with
She's been hanging out with his mom and
Yeah.
his dad.
and Patrick Mahomes' wife. So I bet Patrick Mahomes' wife.
Ooh,
whatever her name
and
is, she's probably like, "Girl, you need to do it. You need to."
I think her name is Brittany Mahomes.
Yeah, Brittany
Correct me if I'm
Mahomes,
wrong.
yes,
And
yeah.
she is trash.
Hey,
Yes.
come
Yes.
on.
Whoa.
Yes.
Don't be like that. It's not her fault that she married a world-class athlete, and that's her claim to fame.
Listen,
Okay,
She
come
is
on.
Listen,
tacky.
They are
That
high
was a
school
joke. Nobody got
sweethearts,
that.
and I
Right.
love that.
Okay.
So
All right.
Tacky.
It's not her
Tacky.
fault that her meal ticket was marrying the greatest football player of all time, okay, and bearing his spawn. All right, I'm sure she's a very nice person who has a
bearing
lot to
her
offer the world,
spawn,
okay?
Or his
Dang.
spawn. Oh my gosh. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. I mean, so
I'm
far.
sure Pat is like, she's a nice lady. I'm gonna stick with her. Pat.
More like
you-
she could probably kill me. I'd better stick with her before she
She's kind of.
I dump her
She's kind of
in.
psycho. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
From
that's
what
what
I
you
I'm
saw
guys
on
don't
that
even know.
Netflix.
Did you
That
watch
Net-
quarterbacks Netflix?
I did watch
Yeah?
it, and she looks like a psycho a little bit. So
I don't know. I mean, Pat Mahomes can do no wrong to me, but I mean,
he's also a little bit of a psycho. He's always like with his tongue sticking out while he's
Yeah,
on the
I
field.
hate that.
yeah, but because he's a baller. Don't anybody talk bad about Pat Mahomes, okay? The kid is a baller.
What? I love to watch him play. He is 10 out of 10.
Dude is
He's doing the
intense,
thing.
man. You try to get 2 rings, bruh. It's hard, man.
He's doing that thing.
He's on his way.
I was watching the Vikings game on Monday night.
Are we talking sports?
Yes, just a little bit. And watching Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, their cast of the game, is so
Okay.
much fun. Listening to them just talk about what's
Well.
happening.
No, the best is Tony Romo.
No, Tony Romo's
I love
balls, man. No,
I
he
love
sucks,
Tony
dude.
Romo.
Balls!
I'm a Joe Buck, Troy Aikman all the way. I prefer their quality.
They
the best in the
are so square. Like they do the job and they do it
Oh.
well,
Yes.
but they're
Oh.
just like
business. No.
Okay.
You don't know.
okay.
Yeah, you watch college football, Katie. You
Yeah.
don't know.
I watch every football.
Girl, you don't know nothing.
What, you watch
Okay.
soccer too? Ugh,
Oh.
gross.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I
The
actually
real
go to
football.
soccer games.
The real
I go to
football.
soccer games.
Yeah, we just lost half our listeners right now, okay?
Oh my
Ay,
gosh.
ay, ay.
All the foreigners.
All right.
At
So
least.
there goes the sports stuff. I wanted to read the comments. So let's move on to our actual news segment, okay? All right. Mission Impossible 8 release date has now been pushed back out of 2024 to now May 2025. Thanks a lot, the actors strike. We are still not getting any further with this thing. It is just the worst.
And you know what? You just
situation.
look into the future for 2024.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No,
It's
it's
just
so
dead.
bad.
There's nothing coming out in 2024, man.
So it's like, what are we going to be doing with our time? Or like, what do you think's going to take over? If it's
And-
not
and-
movies, then
Mission Impossible 7 ended on a cliffhanger.
oh,
it's a cliffhanger.
No.
So now we gotta wait. Literally, Jesus is gonna come back in 2024, and we're gonna miss
Lord,
what happens.
please.
No, I won't have seen
Let's
the new
go.
Mission
Hey,
Impossible.
wait. Can I really just see the ending to Tom Cruise's hit Mission Impossible?
Could you imagine if that
Okay,
happened?
so-
Wait. Could you imagine? Excuse me. It is 2002, and The Two Towers has just come out, okay?
Okay.
And then the writer's strike happens, and Return of the King gets pushed back 3 years.
No
Could
way.
you imagine that?
No way, man.
Or even if it was Fellowship, and that's also unconcluded. You know, oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Which one has the bigger cliffhanger? You think Fellowship or Two Towers?
Fellowship.
I think Fellowship might,
I
because they separate.
I disagree.
All of them are separated.
I
This-
feel like Two Towers has the bigger cliffhanger.
This picture here is Brian asking Jesus, Jesus, I know that you need to come back, but could you just wait a second until,
I know that I know there's pain and suffering in the world right now, and
I know,
people are dying.
But Mission Impossible 7 Part 2.
Or here's another one. Just going back to Lord of the Rings, but The Hobbit, when Desolation of Smaug came out.
Don't care. Don't care. I don't care only because the third one was such hot trash.
But you didn't know that it was gonna be hot trash.
I remember in 2012. In 2012, when the world was supposed to end, I was like, God, please don't let it end in 2012, because I wanted to see Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, right.
I wanted to see that. I was like, I gotta finish this out, and then I wanted to see the first Hobbit one. What was the tagline to that one? It's Unexpected Journey. I wanted to see that before the end of the world. So luckily, it didn't end.
Yeah. So that's crazy. These people are gonna be waiting a real long time for this Mission Impossible 8 movie, and I feel bad for the true fans out there and the writers who put a lot of time and money and blood, sweat, and tears into writing the script, into producing the film, the actors who are behind everything, the stunt doubles. I know that's a lot of work for them as well. And now their work is just being pushed back. Who knows when they're gonna get paid type of deal, you know? So I just feel bad for them, honestly, because this is ridiculous. Like, the fact that it's been going on for this long, they need to come up with some real results, because these are people's livelihoods, you know? I understand there's some serious problems going on in the world, but, you know, this is still their life, and they are making serious requests, and no one is coming forth. No one is trying to help. So, I don't know.
Jesus, it's me again.
Oh my gosh.
This is 2012 Brian. Hi. Batman, the Dark, I can't even say it. Wow. The Dark Knight Rises is coming out. So, think of the stuntmen, please, before you take us home.
Or
they all worked really hard on this.
Stop! You're done. That was making me think about the Hunger Games movie, the second one. Was that Catching Fire?
Yeah.
Mom, that one was left on a cliffhanger as well, when it was like, there is no District 12. Mom actually went and read the end of the book to find out what happened, because she couldn't stand the cliffhanger anymore. She was like, what? What happened? So she couldn't wait for the next movie. It was so funny. So that's what these people are feeling. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep talking about some movies. Moving on. James Bond 007, producers looking to reinvent the character after Daniel Craig rebooted the role back in 2006 with Casino Royale. Could be a long time before another Bond thriller comes out. And I feel like that's very true. I don't know what they're going to try to reinvent.
Oh, they got to make it for a new generation, just like Dan Craig's version was for the new millennium. Mm-hmm. You know, the new, I don't know, maybe we'll have a girl James Bond or a non-binary, I don't know.
Oh,
whatever the kids are into these days.
No.
But you know, yeah, remember when Pierce Brosnan did James Bond and everything was about like, oh, the web and the internet. Yeah. Like, whoa, you know, computers are gonna take over the world. So now stuff is
gonna be
that
like
was kind
AI
of like
and...
that was like all that, and then with the Dan Craig ones, it was like all about like terrorism because of 9/11 after that and all that.
I wonder if this one's gonna be like all about artificial intelligence and like robots or something, you know, taking over. Could be.
I don't know. I'm just thinking like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bond and like, fight these robots.
Oh my gosh.
Shaken, not stirred.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, we'll see. It's just, I mean, if we can't even get a Mission Impossible till 2025, the sequel, which I'm sure they've finished most of the filming of that. They just
Yeah.
gotta release it. I mean, it could be like 3-4 years before we get another James Bond. 3-4 years. Can you believe that? And the last one just
That's
came out
insane.
like a year or two ago. So it could be like a 6-year gap.
Golly,
It's a long
for
time.
movie.
Do people even care? Do people even care then at that time? Like, oh, a James Bond. Well, it better be better freaking good after 6-7 years of waiting.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know. There is one movie that's coming out soon. Well, okay, there is one movie coming out. Five Nights at Freddy's comes out this Friday. I'm excited for that. But there's another movie that I just recently saw a trailer for. World War II movie about Nazis. When the lights something. What is that called? I just saw a trailer for it and I was like, that looks quite interesting. Has
when the lights go down in the city.
Has
Katie,
Mark
that
Ruffalo
song.
in it.
Yeah,
Indeed,
no, I don't know
do.
any Nazi movies.
It has Mark Ruffalo in it. What is this new movie?
Who?
Mark Ruffalo. You know the guy?
Oh, the potato chip guy?
What?
Don't you mean
What are
Mark
you talking
Ruffles?
about?
No.
Aren't Ruffles a potato chip? Isn't that what you said? Ruffles?
Stop it. All the Light We Cannot See. That's the name of the movie. It's a World War II movie about a female who is like communicating through Morse code or something.
Oh, I thought you were saying this movie's about a female Hitler. Hitler's
No,
sister.
we're not doing like gender role reversal, okay?
Golly.
We're not doing those kinds of movies. James Bond will still be a male. Hitler is
Hello,
still a man.
I want you to meet my sister, Stephanie Hitler.
Stop!
Yes, my name is Stephanie. Stephanie.
Brian, you're X'd out.
My name is Stephanie.
If I had like Jim Carrey, no, what is it? Drew Carey. You guys just got whose line is it anyways?
Stephanie, what is your plan? My
My
plan,
plan.
brother.
Okay? Stop! You're done. Oh
my
my gosh.
gosh.
We are moving on. That movie looks interesting, but not the one that you're creating right now. Okay.
By the way, Ileana, we should no, listen. I
What?
was gonna say something nice. Ileana, why don't you love me?
Stop it.
I was gonna ask, why don't we go see the movie not German Ruffles, what's it called? My
My Little Pony.
freaking no.
My Little
Five Nights at
Pony.
Freddy's after dinner on Friday.
I'm supposed to be going with Sydney.
Oh, I guess I can't go then. Sorry, Sid.
Oh,
Sorry,
wait!
Sydney.
Breaking news on that one. Well, it's not breaking news. This has been out for like a week or two. Markiplier is actually not gonna be in the movie. He was
I didn't
supposed.
think he was.
He was supposed to be in it.
Oh, I
He
didn't.
was
I
supposed
didn't
to have
know.
a cameo in the film. He had talked with Scott Cawthon, and he was supposed to be in the movie, but Markiplier is shooting The Iron Lung. That's his own film that he's directing right now.
Yeah.
And time frames conflicted, and he couldn't make it. So darn, Mark won't be in the movie, but it would have been awesome.
That's kind of like a what? Come on.
He's making
Really?
his own movie. They were shooting
I
that
know.
same day.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware, but it's like, okay, how long does it take to make a cameo?
It
you
was
know.
the same day that they needed him, and the same day that he was filming. So it just the timing wasn't there.
That's bull.
The timing wasn't there.
Whatever. That's
But-
bull.
I know. We all wanted him to be in the Five Nights movie, so that's sad, but oh well. Anyways, moving on. Speaking of some video games, Assassin's Creed Red protagonist seemingly revealed in another Ubisoft leak. The new game set in feudal Japan, love that, would have a female assassin / ninja character. So
Yeah, I saw some images. They're online. It looks freaking sweet, dude.
I love that. I love the Assassin's Creed series.
I think there are some installments that are better than others.
The American Revolution one is the best.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one.
No, that was a good one.
That's like
Um,
Assassin's Creed 3 or something like that.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
it
familiar with
looked
the
like-
Greek one, which was kind of all over the place, but I still liked it a little bit.
Yeah, the Revolutionary War one, it looked like butt, but it was a good story.
Everything that came out of that one was just the best. It looked so good.
The Viking one I didn't like too much.
Didn't they have a pirate one too?
Yeah,
I feel like they did.
I feel like they had a
Yeah,
pirate one.
yeah.
I'm not familiar with that one. The Egyptian one was actually pretty cool. I did see some of that one. I did like that one.
Oh, the pirate one is actually a spin-off game for smartphones and tablets. Weird. That's not an actual game. I thought I saw it somewhere.
But I don't know. This one, I mean, I think it has a good setup with the ninja character just running across rooftops.
Sounds awesome.
Now you see me, now you don't. Like, oh, bruh. This, like,
ninja or samurai?
It's a ninja. Samurais go
well,
out there
that's why I'm
fight.
asking.
No, samurai are way different than ninjas.
Yeah.
But
that's why I'm asking.
He does say it's feudal Japan, but I don't think they're samurais. Samurais are like kind of clunky, and like ninjas are much more stealthy and like slender.
Like samurai are like the knights, you know. Like,
yeah.
Right.
And so they go out into the battlefield.
Right, but what was like the time frame for ninjas?
Well,
I don't think would that be
ninjas
feudal?
have always been around, same as samurai. They're just different.
How do we know? We're not supposed to see them.
Okay,
Brian.
you're done. You can't see them either with your squinty eyes over there. Yeah, exactly. I can't even see your eyeballs right now, ma'am. Where are they?
My eyes are closed right now.
I thought those were your eyelashes. Like,
no, now they're open.
Oh, you're tired,
Wesley,
dude.
I'm exhausted, but Wesley just made a Snapchat that went out to our friends. That he had on a filter and it said, KT's eyes when she smiles, and they totally disappeared. And I was like, no!
You got some squinty eyes there, man. They're the best.
I do. Oh
funny.
man,
that's hilarious.
Like right now, they're open.
How?
They're open.
How can you see out of that?
They're open.
You need something on your driver's license that says like unsafe, unfit to drive, impaired vision, or something like that. Because you got
I can see perfectly.
You have the bars that are on movies. You're in widescreen.
Brock's eyes are
Katie sees in widescreen mode.
Oh my gosh, excuse me.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, we gotta keep moving on. That's funny. Alrighty. Speaking of Tay-Tay Swiftie, we were talking about her earlier. The Eras tour wins the box. Stop laughing. Wins the box office weekend, holding off Killers of the Flower Moon with a 31. Would you like to share with the class?
Yes. You said Tay-Tay. And in my head, like, I heard you as T-T.
Like in the way that Blue calls my name.
T-T.
Brian, can you get us back on the rails?
I'm sorry, I'm so tired.
So we got
go
Taylor
on.
Swift, the Eras Tour, wins the box office weekend, holding off Killers of the Flower Moon. The Taylor Swift movie had $31 million in its second weekend, while Martin Scorsese's debut of the R-rated crime film has a very healthy $23 million. So very nice job for Scorsese's film. 23 is not bad for an R-rated 3-hour-long movie. That's very good. But people just those girls just love seeing that Taylor Swift, man.
They really do. They are freaks
bro.
for Tay-Tay. Absolute freaks. Some Swifties, man.
So
they're like, I'll go bankrupt for you, Taylor. Literally, one girl, there was actually a TikTok going around that she was recording Taylor's face saying, I spent all my money that I have to come to your show. And she was like, I'm so sorry. Like, don't do that. So even at least she acknowledges that, stop. Take care of yourself. Yeah.
So you have Barbenheimer, which is the combined of Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Right.
So what would the Taylor Swift Killers of the Flower Moon be?
The Killers of Taylor Swift.
The Killers of the Taylor Swift.
Or Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift of the Flower Moon.
Of the Flower Moon.
Taylor Swift, the Flowers Tour.
Killers of the Eras Tour.
The Flower Moon Tour.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, the Killer Flowers Tour.
Martin Scorsese's The Eras Tour.
Martin Scorsese's Taylor Swift.
What? he has a Taylor Swift?
Just Taylor Swift. Just Martin Scorsese's 4-hour-long epic Taylor Swift.
He directed Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Golly.
Oh my gosh.
All right, moving on. So actually, I've been doing a lot of research on this because of other YouTubers. Thank you very much. Britney Spears tells all about her life in this memoir, okay? The Woman in Me has been making the rounds with delicious and gossipy stories of her interactions with the record industry and her various relationships. Who would you like a tell-all with shocking allegation stories to hear from?
First off, I heard another story today. First off, the audio book of the Britney Spears movie book is being recorded by Michelle Williams. She narrates the audio version. Michelle Williams, Oscar-nominated actress. And there's a part that came out today where she was talking about NSYNC and how they were trying to be like black and African American. Oh. And they'd be like, "Yo, for shizzle, yo, homie."
The Simpsons ripped on that. They knew.
Timberlake goes up to Genuine and he's like, "Yo, what up, homie?" And trying to be like, "Nah."
Lord.
And everybody's like, "Oh my gosh!" Like they're making Justin Timberlake look like the biggest
ass.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we're allowed to say that. They're allowed to say that.
I mean, this dude needs to put his head in the ground because
really
he looks
bad.
So bad.
It's getting worse because people are starting to pull up again these interviews that Britney did back in like early 2000s, stuff like that are coming to resurface again. And all these things that Justin did are starting to come back. Justin is going to be like, this is the NSYNC movie, the Trolls movie. And I don't know.
Yeah, they're supposed to have a comeback tour.
Right. Is this gonna
and it's like, this is gonna affect it, dude.
Yeah, do you think so?
Oh yeah. Are you kidding? Look. Apparently he said, "Hey, Britney, we're not having this kid." She's like, "But I want to have this baby." Nah. No. And so that's between them. They got nipped in the bud. That's between them. I'm not going to make any judgment about that. Yeah. But if he said like, "Hey, you ain't having this kid."
But the thing is that not only did they both agreed, but Justin was very against having that child.
Yeah.
And then he made her look bad in interviews after the breakup.
Yeah.
He made her look like, "Oh, what did you do, Britney? You broke his heart. What did you do?"
Yeah.
And Britney's it takes two to tango, She was trying to stick up for herself, but she
after
looked
all
crazy.
this time, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, JT, he's like a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
He's the Trolls kid. He does movies. He sings. He sings about his grandparents. He's like clean cut. He's married to Jessica Biel. You never hear any bad but now it's like, dang, when this kid was out there back in the day, he was cutting the rug and not in a good way. He was not cookie cutter clean.
No.
And now that he's going to be like, "Yo, what up, bro? Oh my gosh, it's me, JT. I'm with it, homie." Boom! Oh my gosh,
I feel like
man.
just at that time, though, it wasn't regarded as racist. It was more just regarded as like a cringy thing. Like, bro, stop trying so hard.
Oh, man.
And now it's like, oh, you're using African American vernacular. Like, you can't do that,
Yeah, dude, you went from the streets, man. You're from Tennessee, okay? Yeah. You were doing beauty pageants when you were 6 years old, okay? We're in white tuxedos.
He was on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, bro. You're not cool. You're not hip.
So,
all right?
that it's gonna make him look really bad, and I wonder if this is going to affect the numbers for trolls because of all these
Probably
allegations,
not.
all of these
Not
things
maybe
coming
not
out.
trolls,
No.
but maybe
Maybe the
if
tour.
there was a tour for NSYNC, it'd be like,
Well, I feel bad because all these other guys are coming back. Like, you know, they're older and they look kind of different, but I feel like they're all excited to be back in the spotlight, you know, after all this
another
time.
thing though too, man, the industry, that whole industry ruined this girl.
Yeah.
I mean, all these dudes saw were money signs, like we're gonna make money off of this chick, man, and they
her own father thought that. Her own father was like, "Yo, whatever you're doing is a liability. We need to put
Are you
in
guys
the
interested
now."
in reading this actual book and just?
I don't know if I will read it, but I probably will read, or I would probably listen to other people talk about it, just like how we usually do, and then talk about it ourselves. So, because I do want to get like the gist of it, but I don't know if I want to read
Just
that
I don't look. It's
I don't know
trashy.
if I want to know all the details.
It's gossipy.
Yeah.
It's pretty much supermarket tabloid, you know, in a good book. But the question still remains: is there anybody else you guys would like to hear a shocking tell-all story book from?
One who did one was Jeanette McCurdy about her mom. With I'm glad my mom died or something like that.
Dang.
And that was like a whoa kind of story. I would like to hear somebody really come forward against Ellen DeGeneres. I don't know. Because,
Well, I feel like they've done that.
But I want to hear like everything. Because I feel like she has been platformed as this wholesome, amazing person.
But she's out of the spotlight, like, completely now.
Yeah, so was Britney.
I mean, you hear from Britney, like, on Instagram or those social media stuff that you guys use.
Yeah.
That girls use. I don't use, but
so
I mean, she's still making
should we hear
waves.
something about allegations from them or about
No,
them?
just like them. Like, so if Ellen wrote her book about her life and everything she went through, she had a rough time. I think her parents abandoned her and stuff, and she had a rough time on the comedy circuit, and she had a TV show, and she came out gay, and there was a whole deal with that. You know, I'd love to hear like a Cosby one. I think that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, like from his point of view, or
yeah. See, that's the thing. Cosby would never ever be like, "Yeah, I did that."
Yeah.
You know, and when he did, it was a joke. You're like, oh yeah, pour drinks in the ladies' drinks. That's hilarious.
You guys thought I was talking about pudding pops this whole time, but they weren't pudding pops.
I don't know. Maybe like I know Stamos just had one just come out too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so maybe like just another like sitcom one or something like that.
Yeah, all these like people from the 90s and early 2000s, I think coming from them would be interesting because those are the people we looked up to growing up. We saw them on everything growing up, and then to see like their side of the story.
Maybe some of them won't be as like delicious or controversial. Like I off the top of my head, I just thought of like Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
And I don't think he had anything that he was like, you know.
Oh, well, I'm trying to think of like the people who were in controversies maybe at that time, and you know, Paris Hilton could easily be one of them because she was made to be the dumb blonde, and I wonder if she just kept going after so long, and she was like, that's who I am now. You guys made me out to be this person, and that's just who I am. I don't know, but that'd be interesting to hear from Britney, definitely, on this whole thing, because gosh, they really like destroyed her, and she's still really messed up. Her Instagram videos are really weird, like blink twice if you need help type of weird, you know.
Poor kid.
Yeah, she's messed up, and for very good reasons. They messed her up. So super weird. But Katie, you're awfully quiet.
Well, I was listening and I was thinking about who I would potentially want to hear a tell-all. It's almost comical in a way, but maybe O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
The OJ story.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
man.
hear your side. So
That would be good.
let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. Or who was I just thinking about? Oh, okay. So I used to, when I was a kid, I liked this person, and now I despise her. Is Whoopi Goldberg. I cannot figure out that woman's brain, like her thinking, at all.
Yeah.
She is one of the most hypocritical, vicious, most viperous people in Hollywood.
Oh, I just thought of some others, okay? Because I'm looking at famous people. Jada Pinkett Smith has been trashing Will Smith on the slap thing. She brought it back up again. And she was like, when Will said, don't talk about, or keep my wife's mouth out of your,
keep my wife's mouth out your name.
My bad. Keep my oh my gosh, my wife's
mouth out of your name.
Out of your name. You know what I mean. She was like looking around saying, who's your wife? Because Will and I have not he has not called me his wife for the past 6 years.
Dang.
Or something like that. And she's been trashing on Will, and it is like drama. And even the kids, their children came out and said, like, hey, I wish our mother had not done this because it makes our dad be in a worse place than he already is. And it's super sad to see.
Well, and I also saw, I can't remember who it was. It was a black comedian. And he was like, yo, Jada, we gotta talk. You are dissing the man that has stuck up for you and has stood by you through all of this and more, has kept your marriage that you are being open to. Like, you have an open relationship. And he's being there. And you are just spitting on his name. Like, you need to get yourself together. I need to remember who said that. But absolutely 100% correct. Yes.
Yeah. Another one would be to see the, the Lindsay Lohan story. What happened to her? I would like to see that one as well. Because she also went crazy.
Just all those party girls from the early 2000s.
Just what happened to them?
Mother Teresa.
And, I was going to say Hillary Duff.
Oh, yeah. My name is Hillary Duff.
No, don't even, because she was like, in the midst of all the crazy people that she could have hung out with, she was like, no thanks. I'm Lizzie McGuire.
So yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Exactly.
I would have liked to hear more from Rihanna about the Chris Brown thing that happened in like 2009. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nah, what's my name? Oh, nah, oh, what's my name? So is that all for that one?
Yep.
I think so.
All right, then we'll listen to the Britney thing. We'll pick up her book and find out what happens in a short time, just to see what happens. So, I think it's finally time for the Chunk Zone.
Yay.
So chunky.
Brian, you wrote the Chunk Zone for us. The chunk for us tonight. What is it all about?
Okay, so Sister Katie sent me the little bit that
Why does Katie always become a nun to you?
Because I mean. So the word was out that Greta Gerwig is going to be directing the Chronicles of Narnia for Netflix. They're going to do the series on there, all the books, the movies, turn them on to there, and everything. And Sister Katie sent me a picture of it. I thought it was just like fake, but I was maybe think. So what do we want out of the Narnia Netflix movies that we haven't seen? Or are we at all concerned that the lady that directed Barbie, which made $1 bajillion,
Yeah.
and was, for all intents and purposes, a decent movie, definitely a movie that got people talking. Do we want the lady that did Barbie to get her hands on a very almost sacred, well-beloved children's story, you know?
So I've read all the books, and they're some of my favorite books. They just zap you in. C.S. Lewis wrote them, in case you didn't know, and he has a way of doing things so weird. The books are strange. You have things that just come out of left field, like they don't fit whatsoever, but somehow they do at the same time.
I think it's fair to say some books are better than others, right?
Oh, of course, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, one of my favorites, which often gets overlooked, is the first one, The Magician's Nephew.
That's my personal favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is the starting point for the series. It is the beginning of all things.
The genesis, if you will.
Yes, of Narnia and how it came to be. And I would have no qualms letting somebody shake their feathers with this adaptation. With that adaptation, anyway.
Really?
Of The Magician. Yeah.
Even though that story is so biblical. It is.
Why not? Yeah.
It is.
Why not?
It is like you read it and it's like this is just the book of Genesis, just with animals and British kids.
Yeah. As long as the powers that be understand the allegory of it all and show the same respect and care that is expected of it. You know, I don't think people take these kinds of books very lightly. The people that made the previous 3 movies, they were very well done. The second one,
they were on the nose, and the second one with the biblical things.
Prince Caspian was the lesser, in my opinion, was the lesser of the 3.
I'm sorry, not the second one. Voyage of the Dawn Treader is what I meant.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
That was very biblically.
Yeah,
aligned.
That was really, really good. And that was done by Disney, of all people.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
The Antichrist. And so,
oh my
gosh. And so I think that if whoever has the helm in this, as long as they handle it with the expected care and the respect that it deserves, being a book series that is old, revered, respected, and artistic. There's enough artistic element to it that they can do a whole lot with it. If they take all those things into consideration and give it the proper focus and care, then I don't see why we couldn't have anybody new take a look at it and do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
The end.
And then, so, since obviously you've read all the books, obviously, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is the mighty one out of all of those, the most well-known, the most beloved, the one that's been probably captured the most, so many versions of it.
Yeah.
What would you want to see that hasn't been done, but that would still work in a Netflix version of it?
Can I throw my sense in?
Of course you can.
Oh no, I want hop in anytime.
So this is what I was just thinking when this was first come up with. So my first thought is that Greta Gerwig gave us the Barbie movie, okay, which was able to capture very many emotions in one film, okay? If you look at it from a blind eye, it was very funny. It was very comical. And that's what most of the movie was. However, you had scenes that were very serious as well thrown into them, where they were very thought-provoking, heartfelt, gripping, stuff like that. So she was able to couple these two very different feelings in one movie, and I think that is very good for a Netflix series, where you can get the best of both worlds, where you can be having fun one moment and then the next be very serious and then jump into a funny moment again while sitting in the seriousness for a moment and then letting that sit with you and then moving on to more lightheartedness, because you had the scene where Barbie finally thought to herself, like, I'm not pretty, or I'm not, what am I doing here, and started getting existential. And then when she's with Ruth at the very end of the movie, where it's very serious and she's just thinking about girlhood and all these other things, and what it's like to be a girl, and does she want to become a human. Those were serious topics that even the one that America Ferrera did, that was also very serious. But I don't think those are the scenes that are remembered most in the film. I would say it's like all the humor and whatnot. So I would hope that in this series she can couple them together again, the humor alongside the seriousness.
Yeah, and specifically talking about the story, maybe develop Edmund a little bit more. Develop Edmund to be like really troubled and conflicted with the decisions that he makes in his life.
Yeah.
With it's not Emily. God, what is her name?
Lucy.
Frick. With Lucy, her character is pretty easy. Meaning she's very she feels conviction in her beliefs. So she's a pretty easy character. So
I feel like the two characters that are left out the most are Edmund and Susan.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna get to Susan. Susan is very apprehensive about things, and so
she's almost there just to be like, this isn't real. This shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
To question
Let's just
things.
Go.
To question
She's
things.
She's the one who moves the story along.
Yeah.
That is forgotten about again.
Yeah, so develop her character a little bit more. And Peter, he's also, a pretty one-sided character. He has to be brave. He needs to be righteous.
Why can't you just do
giving
what you're
him,
told?
excuse me, maybe giving him some just harder conflicts where maybe it is a question of, is this the right thing to do?
Yeah, is this right or wrong?
Is this, questions of right or wrong, maybe temptation.
But things that are like really hard to tell if they're right or wrong, because obviously killing somebody bad. Doing the right thing is telling the truth. No way. But like, I don't know, a very moral.
Yeah, a moral dilemma.
Yeah.
Moral dilemma. And I wouldn't mind if they deviated a little bit from the book. Maybe just to add some stuff here and there, as long as it fits the narrative.
Right.
I don't mind that at all. Take some creative liberty with it, but stay true to the source material. Once you start like getting into some weird stuff, like you just start adding things that don't fit in at all, just because you want to add something for the sake of adding something for filling in time or anything. That just makes it stupid.
Here's my question: the Harry Potter movies are beloved. The Harry Potter books are beloved. Does it follow the source material very well?
In a way, but not to a T, because you have at max, I don't think any of the movies exceed 2.5 hours. I could be mistaken there. You have one film, minus the 2 last films, to cover one book, as opposed to a TV series or a streaming series where you have multiple episodes that can last an hour at least.
Right. So you have to really draw it out.
Well, you have the ability to when you have, streaming service, when you have a show, you have the ability to add
Maybe like
and
The
subtract.
Witcher.
Yeah.
Like The Witcher's like a book. It was a book before it was a video game. And
How
so
about Rings of Power?
They took all kinds of liberty for that.
Yeah, that's...
And do you think it went against like what the Lord of the Rings fans really wanted?
For my hardcore,
I think it's split.
Okay.
For my hardcore Silmarillion friends, they were like, "This is appalling."
Yeah, I feel like I heard the same thing as well.
Yeah, which for like, me,
the people who are like, I just love the Lord of the Rings movies. Elijah Wood's the best.
Well, even I've read the trilogy many times, but I've not read the Silmarillion. So when I saw the Rings of Power, I was like, I love this. This is great. Even as it is flawed with the books, it's still a good story. It's still a good show. So I don't know.
We would hope to see something along the lines of Harry Potter or The Witcher, where they, and I feel like season 3 of The Witcher, what I was reading in articles, where they were really straying from the source material. So hopefully season 1 and 2 of The Witcher is more akin to what we'll get in.
You mean of
Narnia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I hope, big part of it is that they don't, like, if you look at Rings of Power for the most part visually was stunning.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All the time. Like, they put $1 billion into that, and it showed every single episode. No matter what you say about the plot or the story or anything.
When they're in that city, that beautiful, I can't remember the name of it.
Numenor.
Numenor, yes, the Numenorians.
Yeah. And you're like, that's what the level of money and care and design that they have to put into Narnia. It has to look, when they're in the real world, when they're in like England, I mean, that should be easy enough to do.
Right. It should look gray.
Yeah. But well,
it will.
England.
It'll look gray.
But it also can't look too
muddy.
But when you do like Narnia, it can't look too chintzy, like overly CGI'd. It has to look natural.
Yeah.
It has to look lush but not fake. And I hope that I don't know if like the Witcher shows, like, I mean, that's a Netflix show too. Right. If like, I know that has like a lot of CGI monsters and crap, whatever creatures. Again,
it looks heavily CGI'd.
If you can go, real life practical effects, do it. Yeah. So.
And people prefer that anyway. Look at Star Wars.
And,
everybody.
The Mandalorian. Yeah, they prefer practical.
And now, Greta Gerwig, she's $1 billion director now. The first female director to make a movie that made $1 billion.
That's amazing.
She should have the clout to do whatever she says, though, too, now. Yeah. So somebody's like, no, we're going to cut corners and be like, F that, man. We're going to... Because, if you look at Barbie, the design of Barbie World...
Beautiful.
Incredible. It's going to win Oscars.
They used all of the Barbie pink paint, that specific pink, in the entire world. There was no more pink, that specific color pink, left in the world. They bought it all. So, she has the money, she has the power, the capability to do just that. She can do this film and make it look really amazing. Because Barbie looked crisp, it looked clean, and it was beautiful. So, she's got it. She can do it. The costumes in Barbie were great. They can do the same thing with Narnia. Make them look awesome. I want to see little kids dressed up as Lucy, Edmund, Susan, and Peter for Halloween now because of this show. Hopefully. So, now that we talked about that, are there any announcements of when this show will be released?
Isn't it next year?
Is it?
Yeah, but I don't know if it will be because of everything that's going on.
The actors strike.
Yeah.
It's not their fault. They're allowed to strike. It's everybody else's fault.
Oh, no, you know what? Let's see. Okay, so allegedly it was supposed to come out next year.
No.
Who knows?
No.
In fact, they were just doing the casting yesterday.
Oh, then we're
especially with the Avatar show coming out soon-ish, right? Whenever that's supposed to come out.
And
it took forever. From the minute we started this podcast, we've been talking about the Avatar show coming out, and we saw pictures
like we've also
finally.
been talking about Narnia for just as long.
Well, here is some interesting news. As of yesterday, which was Tuesday the 24th.
Yep.
Potential candidates for casting. Not a specific role, just casting, which these make sense. Margot Robbie, of course, Lashana Lynch, Gwendolyn Christie, Angelina Jolie, Charlize Theron, Diana Lee Inosanto, Eva Green, Anya Taylor-Joy, and our queen, Angela Bassett. Could you imagine Queen Angela? Wait. Could you imagine Queen Angela as... I couldn't finish that sentence.
Wait a minute. You said all, like, A-list actresses? Are they all playing the Ice Queen?
No, I said... No. Boy, were you... See, this is why I get mad in class. Were you not listening? There wasn't...
I didn't know what you were saying.
No, I was saying that
off a bunch of actresses.
Listen, I said there is not a specific role in mind, is what I said.
Yeah, but so why would you have all those actresses in the movie? That makes no sense whatsoever.
No, that's just for... They are planning on being, like, potentially casted.
Yeah, okay.
Potentially casted. But could you imagine...
it's like, who wants to do it?
I don't know. I'm just reading the news. Those are people that are in mind.
Messenger.
Right. Those are people that are just in mind. Queen Angela should be the White Queen.
The White Witch?
Yeah. The Snow Queen. White Queen. Snow Witch. I don't want to call her a witch.
Jadis? That's her name. Her name is Jadis.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I feel like I could never see anybody else as the White Witch except for, what's her face?
That lady that did it? I can't remember her name. I could see Charlize Theron doing it. I could see Charlize Theron doing it. You know that
She already did that though. In Snow White and the Huntsman.
Oh, that's true.
Uma Thurman could do it probably.
No.
What?
No.
She could do it.
No.
She could do it.
The lady that, what was her name that played her the first time? That played the White Witch the first time?
I don't remember.
Oh, well, look it up. Anyway, I heard
Galadriel could do it too.
What? No.
She already did that, pretty much. It's like the same thing.
Yeah,
that means she would do it great.
No, but I heard in an interview, or I read it maybe somewhere, that when she was preparing for the role, she would listen to Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Before acting, and I could see that.
Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, Tilda
That's right.
No, they would play it literally when she's walking on the stage, like to do her battle scenes. They would play it on loudspeakers, so that way she's getting into character. Like, yeah I'm the devil. Yeah, I'm about to evil all around the world, baby.
Frick you up, Edmund.
Heck yeah, that's some serious.
You and your
right
cheetahs, your cheetahs and your teddy bears. Yes.
I mean, all those actresses you mentioned are all talented, amazing.
I could see Margot Robbie doing it.
I could see her do it
That would
too.
be a flip for her.
Nah, she's too smiley.
No, I think once you turn that off, it's menacing. Once you get rid of that smile, then that becomes
because she also
menacing.
played
I, Tanya.
No, she's too young. I don't think she has the mature face for it.
I think she'd be fine. No, she played in I, Tanya, which is the ice skating movie about the ladies that beat each other up.
Oh yeah. There was only one person that did the beating.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm saying I think she has the chops to play a villain.
Yeah,
And she's
And
already
not-
played a villain.
And not a Harley Quinn villain.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
not the same.
I'm talking about a villain who's pure evil and who wants to kill children. You know, that
Why
kind
are
of
we
villain.
all the same sibling? Okay, we go back and forth where Katie and I will be saying the exact same thing at the same time, and then you and Brian will say the same thing at the same time. Y'all want to stop that?
Well, man, I just had a thing where neither of y'all were listening to me when I said these are
because
just
he said
potential
it so
candidates.
bad. It didn't make any
I
sense.
said these are potential candidates.
No,
These
you
is
said
not for a
it bad.
specific role.
You
I
didn't
said
say
it's
it
not
very
for
well.
a specific
It's
role.
let's just throw out a list of random actress ladies and
Well, who do you
what?
think they're potentially casting for? Who do you think? Read
I
between
mean,
the
it
lines,
doesn't make anything.
Theo.
Ava
Read between the
McEntire,
lines.
Anne Hathaway, Kate Blanchett.
There's so many
Meryl Streep.
how much they want to get paid, how many episodes,
Okay, that's
scenes
not what
they
they're.
want to do.
That's
Emily
not what they're concerned about
Blunt.
right now. They're just talking
Yeah,
about
it is
people
a
that they have in
concern.
mind. That's not
Obviously,
the
that's a
concern
big
at this
commitment.
moment. Of course it is, but that's not what they're trying to figure out right now. Thanks a lot.
It's like Angela.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh my gosh. Not Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Playing the
as
White Witch.
Oh my god. No,
Playing
Tom
Mr.
Holland would be
Tumnus.
Mr. Tumnus. Heck yeah, man.
Oh no! You
We've
spoke
got-
it into existence.
We've got Tom Hiddleston playing the White Witch. We have Tom Holland playing Mr. Tumnus, and we have Chris Pratt
As
playing
Aslan.
as Beaver.
Oh. I was like, the voice of Aslan played by Chris Pratt.
No.
No, played by
no.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
No, I was gonna say Aslan is Robert Downey Jr.
Oh man.
That's like the most sarcastic lion you will ever hear.
Yeah, I was there in the beginning. You want to say something about it?
Yeah, exactly. He's the most sarcastic lion
Yeah, where's
ever.
my trailer? Do you have any? Was there a drink around here? You know.
Golly.
Yeah,
Alright.
I just resurrected. Big deal.
Big deal.
What, you can't resurrect?
Oh, that's funny because I made you that way. So, anyways.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that will conclude that discussion and this episode.
The end.
Yeah. We'll see when this show.
Katie, always gotta be starting something. I'm just.
I am
She did start something there.
I
that
did
was her
not!
fault this time.
It was not!
It was
Man,
her
go
fault.
back and listen. I gave specific instructions.
No.
I
You
was
No, you
very
just,
clear.
You flubbed
Like
up.
in
not.
alphabetical order, blah 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 blah. Well, wait a minute, what the heck?
Adam Sandler
No,
as
it's
Aslan.
Oh my gosh.
Adam Sandler is Reaper Cheap, the little mouse.
The mouse. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Adam Sandler as Prince Edmund.
Billy Crystal as Lucy.
Yo, can I get some Turkish delight up in here or something?
It was that
No.
supposed to be.
Rob
I don't know,
Schneider
just some-
as Susan.
Who?
Rob Schneider as Susan.
Rob Schneider as Susan.
Susan.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
Anyways,
my.
that will conclude this week's episode of Bump That. Y'all, if you're still listening, please hit that subscribe button. You made it this far into the episode, you are an honorary sibling. You need to hit the subscribe button now if you made it this long, alright? And you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit it right now. Leave a comment. We love to read your guys' comments. I love to open them up. They are my favorite thing in the world because they crack me up just as much as they're cracking you guys up to listen to our episode. So, leave some comments, subscribe, become a sibling today. And this will conclude this week's episode. We've got Brian in this corner.
Turkish delight.
Those always looked so good. They were powdery and delicious. Oh my gosh. We've got KT in this corner.
It's a beaver.
A spoon.
Spoon.
And I'm Miliana, your host, signing off on yet another episode of Bump That. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you in next week's episode. Bye-bye.